Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. It is 7:30 a.m. Saturday, December 18th, and this is your daily financial news. If you don't know already, this is a news show that you can count on 7 days a week. This is something I've been doing for the last 30 years or so, reading about what's going on in the market, because I want to know what's going on with the consumer. I want to know what's going on with real estate and the cost of capital. These are the factors that go into my decisions as I look to make investments, sell properties, things of that nature. And again, it is Saturday, so you should know that in about 29 minutes, I will be doing a live stream right here on YouTube from my computer. My intention is to say good morning, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to each and every person that joins. So please join, leave a chat, let me know you're out there at 8 o'clock Pacific. And of course, if you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them. This is 1 hour each week that I give back, and we just go down any road you all want to go. So it's often a very, very fun hour. And of course, if you're one of my students, I will see you at 9 o'clock in our very private Facebook group for 30 minutes. And then lastly, I have lined up a 9:30 surprise guest who has graciously agreed to talk to us at 9:30 today. So I'm going to have a fun day. I hope you have a fun day. Before we get started, we have 2 more people to congratulate. You're doing the work. You're finding good or great deals. Here we go. Shunker, congratulations on getting your first or next deal. And Caesar, congratulations for getting your deal. Gentlemen, your cards will be going out in the mail this afternoon. And for those of you checking on my puppies, I'm lucky enough to have one. I have Sunny in my lap. Happy is over there in the corner. She clearly has learned if she is far away, I won't pick her up. For those of you that bought the course, I saw a note the other day that you bought my course yesterday. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It is the holiday seasons. Let's get your buy box. Let's start looking. Let's build the list. Join the private Facebook group. The private Facebook group, unbeknownst to me, is one of the best things I've ever created. Better than the book, better than this channel. It's 1,000+ people working together, celebrating together, all of that. And if you've requested access to the group, I will do that next. I haven't done that yet this morning. I haven't gone in and approved yet. So I apologize. I will do that next. So a couple of things about the daily financial news. First and foremost, I want to let you know about an interview that posts today at 4 o'clock. Matt, the lumberjack landlord, surprised me yesterday with a topic I was not ready for. We do that often, right? We don't actually plan our discussions. But he brought what I'm now calling the worst real estate forecast ever. If you ever want to see me speechless, this is going to be a video you must watch. It will go live at 4 o'clock Pacific. And again, it is going to go down as the worst real estate call ever. Basically, really short, there is a creator who feels that a 30-year mortgage at 4% is going to cause real estate to crash 50% in 1 year. That is a whole collection of things that I don't think are possible short of war, something really drastic. But hey, kudos to that creator. They have found a way to make money with ads. They are making a penny every time somebody clicks on their fear-based videos. But yes, we do our best to bring facts to the table and talk about the worst real estate call ever. It goes live at 4 o'clock today. On top of that, I don't know if you've heard, but there's some articles out there. I think it was on CNN talking about the eviction crisis. It is building. It is up 88%. Here's the problem, folks. There's no apples to apples comparison. Sure, evictions might be up 88% from last year. I don't know if you recall, but last year evictions were not allowed, except in extreme circumstances like crime. So yes, evictions are up 88%. However, evictions are down from 2019. Yes, folks, there are still some states that have eviction moratoriums going on. Yes, there are many states that are still paying their tenants and paying 3 months ahead. So yes, evictions are actually down when you compare to 2019. It is factually correct to say evictions are up from 2020, but that is so yeah, I don't know. It's not wrong, but it's certainly disingenuous. It is certainly trying to create an emotion that we shouldn't be going after. So again, that video actually goes up at noon. The lumberjack brought a lot of fire this week, and those videos were posted this afternoon. So a couple of things to talk about here. The Oxford economists, they do a lot of great work in economics. If you are, an economist, going to Oxford is kind of like the Harvard, if you will, for economics degrees. And they put out something called the Misery Index. Yes, folks, it is as bad as it sounds. It is basically an index that captures all sorts of factors to talk about how the consumer is doing. Generally speaking, the Misery Index peaks during a recession. Kind of makes sense, right? Misery, recession, kind of makes sense. Well, folks, we are actually suffering through a pretty severe one now. I do think GDP is positive, although I think a lot of that is not real GDP growth. It's inflation growth, so it's something to kind of poke at. But yes, folks, it is funny to think about. I don't know, funny, is funny the right word? No, funny is not the right word. It is unusual to think about. Right now, the Misery Index is pointing to recession levels. However, the S&P 500 just last week posted a record. Unemployment is at 4.2%. Wages are up 5.2%. But yet, we are miserable. Now, folks, a lot of that is obviously because CPI is running at 10%. Yes, folks, we've done the math. The CPI is not 6.8, it is 10. The fact that they haven't adjusted the increase for actual rent is a disgrace at this point. So CPI is 10%. We also have the news media bombarding us with this virus, this and that. It is, at some point, someone somehow has to say enough is enough. Get this off of our daily feeds. It is really causing depression, misery, all of this. I don't know if you remember this, but there was a time around 9/11 where every day we would see those buildings fall, and it was horrific. And then one day it was gone. It was off our media. There was a general agreement just to get it off. I think we need something like that for this. Hey, if you want to post some website somewhere with the daily stuff, fine, put it over there. If you want it, go get it. But let's take it off. Let's stop trying to scare people just to scare people. This is not a good thing. So, yes, folks, I do think, and I've said before, as Chester is pointing out, we are actually seeing negative GDP right now when you do the math. As Chester points out, I haven't gone back and validated this, but I'm sure they're close. GDP for Q3 was 2.8. Inflation at 6.9 gets you a negative 3 something. So yes, that's what I believe. Unfortunately, when you see the GDP print that comes out this week, which you will hear about in a minute, they don't do that. They will simply say GDP for Q3 is up 3 something, and they will ignore the fact that inflation is up 6%. Just to show you how strong the job market is, and the fact that I think the job market is getting stronger, and really listen to this. This is how it gets stronger and why I see wage inflation being really, really sticky, and it being the thing that really proves Jerome Powell wrong again. FedEx got 111,000 job applications last week. Now, without scale, you don't really know how big that is. For the month of May, just by comparison, right? Remember, 111,000 job apps last week, 7 days. That's this many. They got 52,000 job applications for the month of May. So the month of May, 31 days, 52,000. Last week, 111,000. How did they do it? It is not rocket science. Folks, if the employer wants more job applications, they need to raise wages. It is that freaking simple. FedEx raised the wage to $20 an hour. Not 15, not 18, $20 an hour. Lo and behold, they got 111,000 job applications. Folks, this is what is going to happen for the next year or two. Employers are going to finally give up and they are going to simply raise wages. And then please, let's remember what comes next. Rising prices, a la inflation. We are in a wage cycle which will lead to inflation for many quarters, if not years to come. Next week, I have a question for you. This is where I need your audience participation. Get those fingers ready or whatever. Yeah, I guess fingers, you're going to type, right? I want to know from you, what are you thinking about next week? Next week is going to be a short week, only 4 trading days. Yes, folks, Friday is I don't even want to call them a day off. The market's closed other than cryptocurrencies, obviously. So the stock market is closed, bond market is closed. So you got 4 trading days. What I want to know from you, simply say more pain, meaning you see more pain in the market the next 4 days, or type in Santa. Santa means you believe there is a Santa Claus rally coming next week. So below in the comments, type pain or Santa. I want to know what you were thinking. One of the things we have to do is get this channel comments, thumbs up, subscribes going. So please interact with me. Pain or Santa? I want to know from you below. We're going to do a ratio and I'll let you know what people are thinking tomorrow. So the week ahead, talking about the week ahead, we have perhaps, you got to watch Monday. You got to watch China. I'm going to put it out there right now. I think China could surprise us Monday. Now, what do I mean by that? If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know that I think China's economy is in serious trouble. Not only their property developers, but their entire economy. They have scared the consumers. They have broken the confidence in their consumers. You've seen that in falling sales, retail sales, all of these bad things. I believe the Chinese government is going to come out Monday and lower rates. I believe if the Chinese government does that, it will be a sign that their economy is in shambles. I believe it is in shambles, but will they acknowledge it and will they lower rates? They have shot themselves in the foot so many times. I'm not sure they have any toes left. They have made some very unusual decisions that have just made it really, really bad and really scared people. People don't shop. People don't spend when they're scared. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting. Wednesday is going to be a big day. We have Q3 GDP. See the conversation just earlier about Chester and the math. I do think the GDP print will be positive. It will probably be something in the 3s. However, inflation is in the 6s. That's not a good number. On top of that, we will have consumer confidence. I'm going to look for consumer confidence. That's going to be a big deal. We're going to have to see what's going on with the consumer. What are they really thinking about? What are they thinking on inflation? And of course, lastly, on Wednesday, existing home sales. Yes, existing home sales are going to be interesting. What is going on with the individuals? Thursday, another big day, jobless claims. We've been bouncing around pre-pandemic levels, right around 200,000. I think last week was like 212. Week before that was a low since 1969 at 187. Probably more of the same, right? We'll see where we're at. However, Thursday's big number is PCE. Why am I drawing a blank? I need more coffee. What does PCE stand for? Consumer expenditures. Personal consumption expenditures. Ah, man. Whew. You think I haven't studied this stuff for 30 years. And then new home sales. So again, I'm going to call, what am I going to call? I'm actually going to say Wednesday's the most important day next week. Because again, if you follow my channel for any length of time, it is 100% all about the consumer. What is going on with the consumer? What are they thinking? And yes, Chester, personal consumption expenditures, thank you. It's early, it's early. So again, I'm going to call Wednesday the big day. Thursday is kind of, PCE, it's going to be bad. We know it's going to be bad. So I'm going to call consumer confidence. I think consumer confidence Wednesday is the big number of the week. Pay attention for that one. It is important. Well, so I got some more stuff, but I think that's a pretty good day. So yeah, I guess the last thing I will point at, looks like Bill Ackman. Bill Ackman, yes, that billionaire hedge fund trader. He watches this channel. And I say that in jest, obviously, but he was quoted yesterday saying that inflation is actually 10%. And if you watch my channel, you know that I did the math for you on Tuesday. Yes, folks, I did the math. I broke it down. I backed out numbers. I put numbers in. CPI is 10%. It's not technically a lie that it's 6.8. It's just flat out wrong. It's just wrong. It is actually 10%. So folks, remember, 8 o'clock, 15 minutes, we're going to do a live stream. I hope I see you there. Hope you like what we did today. Remember, if we're going to help 1 million people close on their first or next rental property, I need your help. Like, subscribe, comment, share this stuff on social media. If you like what I put out here, you think I'm honest, daily discipline, focused, share this stuff. We need to have more and more people share this content. We want to bring in people who are actually doing the work, who are positive, who are sharing wins and celebrating. Yes, you too can get wealthy. It starts with doing the work, personal or cheat code to wealth. There's all these things we talk about. So have fun. I can't wait to see you on the live stream. If you've got questions ready, I'll see you in about 14 minutes. Bye-bye.